So we're recording. Today we're making hopped mead. So I'm going to make 2 3-gallon batches. Actually, one fully hopped and the other won't be hopped. These are basically fresh hops. I mean, they've been in my fridge for a few days. So the plan is really not to bring this to a full boil because I'm not looking to boil anything. I just want it to get hot enough that the aroma is released from the hops, but what I don't want is too much bitterness. So we're just going to get hot and then stop. So here I'm adding, we have cashmere hops, and the other kind I don't know because I had written near them, but the weather had taken out what I wrote. So that one's cashmere, that's what I have most of, and then I have a small bag of this other kind of hops. So we'll see how this goes.
What is this other hops?
As I mentioned, I don't know because the weather took it away from me. So.
The weather? Oh, the dang weather.
I wrote in a permanent marker, but apparently permanent marker is only permanent if you don't leave it in the rain. So this is a 5-gallon, a 5-pound thing. You won't want to put 5 pounds in one thing, a 3-pound thing, right? So I'm going to have to eyeball it for 3 pounds. Well, no, I mean,
you don't want to over honey it.
Right, so it's going to be 1 pound.
We've done that before.
1 pound per honey. And the hops
1 pound of honey per gallon of water?
Per gallon. And the hops should help a little bit with as far as the over sweetness, but still, I don't want to do 5 pounds for 3 gallons. So I'm not going to put all this honey in here. Once I get the honey in, I'm going to start stirring it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to, if I was going to be really detailed about this, I'd get a scale and see how much it weighs. So now I'm going to just stir it. She's going to get me the thermometer, and I thought maybe I would just set this up to thermometer. Yep. Get it up to, 180, 200 degrees maybe.
Why?
Well, boiling is what, 275, so I don't want to go that high. I don't want to boil it. I want it hot, but I don't want to boil it.
Okay.
It's hot and steep.
So it's more like making coffee than making
like
a black
because
tea.
all I'm trying to do is steep
right?
the hops. Yeah, if we were just making straight mead, you could almost not. We could almost not boil it, but
you're adding hops to it, so.
But we do want some of the flavor of the hops in there, so I'm stirring it.
Okay.
That's the best one we got, huh? I hope we had a little long one. And we'll come back later when the next step is done. I'm not going to shoot time video. So I've got it up to about 120 now, and I can smell the hops. So I know I said I was going to go to a 180, but I feel like since I can smell the hops, that's kind of where I want it to be anyway. So I turned off the burner, and I'm going to continue to stir while the burner cools off a little bit, and then once it cools down a little bit, I will add the 3rd gallon. So we're making 3 gallons in this batch, and I put steep 2 gallons, and then that way I can use the 3rd gallon to help it kind of cool off a little bit faster to get it to fermentation temperature. So we'll check in a few minutes once I start that process. We'll see you in a few minutes. We are just got this right at the temperature we want it. It's right about 100 degrees. So we're just sanitizing a carboy. And then we're going to siphon it from this container into the carboy. Throw a stopper on it and we're done. It's a pretty super easy process. We've smelled the concoction and I think it's hard to tell from the smell
Thank you.
sometimes with hops, but I think with the fresh hops, it's not going to be as bitter as dried hops would be. So that should work out. Plus, we didn't boil it for an hour or something. We just got it up to about 120 degrees, steeped it for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to put it right into the carboy.
So we've got our lovely mixture of steeped hop water
And honey.
and honey. Oh, and honey. So nice. Pardon my kitchen. And it's going into this lovely carboy. You know, you don't just leave it. It's high enough, I think. It'll keep just going. Just keep going. See? All right. So we're just filling this 3-gallon carboy up, and hopefully it'll take a little while, and we'll come back in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
This is, I believe, champagne yeast. Mm-hmm. Last time I used ale yeast. I don't think we got the results we're looking for, so
No,
it was way too sweet. So
way too sweet.
Premier Blanc.
There you go.
And put the stopper on it once it starts to bubble. I'll show you some more. So, stopper's on. It's only been a few minutes, and the yeast is already going nuts. May have not left quite enough room for the yeast production because I was trying to not let air in there. So I've duct taped the stopper on because it was going to blow if I didn't do that. But it's, like I said, only about 20 minutes and the yeast is already doing its thing. So that's pretty exciting. We'll check back in a couple of days with probably a part 2 video.
How long will we let the yeast stay in here and keep to this process?
Probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that we'll bottle it?
Right.
Gotcha.
Yep.